Join me in how to draw a beautiful rainbow fish. Check out my rainbow fish read-along before creating your own rainbow fish. If you're going to follow me, you'll need some watercolor paper and paint today. Otherwise, feel free to use whatever you have. You'll also need a pencil and eraser, Sharpie, markers, glitter, and glue, but in this video there'll be alternatives to the glitter as well. The elements of art that we will focus on in this video are line, shape, and color. Your I can draw a rainbow fish using the elements of art, shape, line, and color, inspired by the beautiful illustrations in the Rainbow Fish book. This book has a beautiful message about the power of sharing and friendship and how it impacts our happiness. To begin drawing your rainbow fish, you need a pencil, a paper landscape style, and we're going to begin by drawing a large egg shape for our rainbow fish's body. So essentially a big oval with one side that's just a little larger than the other. I'm going to make my left side just a little bit bigger than my right side, creating that egg-like shape. Next, let's begin our rainbow fish's tail. We are going to draw a diagonal line at the top, going towards the top of the right-hand corner. Next, we're going to draw a diagonal line going towards the bottom of our paper and the bottom of our right-hand corner, just a little bit longer than the top. Now we're going to draw a wavy line to connect the two. And there is our rainbow fish's tail. Next, we need to work on his top fin. So draw a small diagonal with a slightly wavy line and another diagonal that comes back and touches our rainbow fish's body. Next, we're going to create 3 V-like shaped fins on the bottom of our rainbow fish. So you're going to begin drawing a diagonal line that curves its way back up in the shape of a V, a long stretched out V. This one's in the front of our fish. Next, we're going to draw one that's a little bit smaller that looks like it's just right behind the first one. And lastly, one small little fin in the V shape towards the back and the bottom of our rainbow fish. Next, let's separate the fish's face from his body with a series of curved, cloud-like lines. Next, we're going to work on our fish's lips, creating 2 curved lines that meet up at a center point. So a bottom and a top, curve it around, and then do one more smaller one and curve it around. And go ahead and erase the lines from the outside oval that you drew. And there are your fish's lips. I like to draw a small little curved line and a little dot. Next, we're going to draw our fish's eye with one big circle. We're going to then draw a smaller circle in the middle. And lastly, at the top left corner, one more small circle. And then our fish's eyebrow. So a curved line over the top. And now it's time to give our rainbow fish his beautiful scales. You're going to just draw a series of curved lines that all connect. One of the biggest mistakes my students make is making these really little. Don't forget, we're going to be coloring these in, so make them pretty large so it's easy to color them, as well as either applying your glitter for his beautiful shiny scales or cutting out pieces of tinfoil. Make this easy and make them large. Once you've finished creating all of your scales, I like to add some wavy lines inside the fins. Next, go ahead and grab your black Sharpie and trace all of the lines that you just drew. Next, grab your favorite coloring materials and begin to color in those beautiful scales. I'm going to use markers, but you can use crayons or colored pencils. Next, don't forget to color in your fish's mouth. Next, grab a cup of water, your watercolor palette, a paper towel, and your paintbrush. We are going to use the illustrations as our inspiration and use watercolor on our rainbow fish's face, fins, and tail. But as always, if you don't have watercolors, feel free to use whatever materials you have. Using a mixture of blues, teals, greens, and purples to carefully paint in your rainbow fish. Once you have allowed your watercolor to dry, go ahead and grab your scissors and a piece of colored construction paper of your choice and begin to cut out your fish. Next, grab your glue stick and apply a generous amount of glue to the back of your rainbow fish before pressing down firmly and adhering it to your colored construction paper. We are now going to draw some bubbles coming up from our fish's mouth, drawing a variety of different size circles as our bubbles, beginning with smaller ones, and as we've reached the top of our paper, our bubbles will get a little bit larger. Now I like to use my white colored pencil and then use a series of other colored pencils to trace inside, giving those bubbles a little more visual interest and depth. If you are looking for an alternative to the glitter because you just don't like the mess it makes or you simply don't have it, metallic markers work great to create those beautiful shiny scales or even pieces of cut aluminum foil glued down to your rainbow fish. If you're like me and you want to use glitter, grab some Elmer's glue and begin to color in with the glue the areas on your rainbow fish or each individual scale that you would like to use glitter on. Once you have finished gluing your scales, I like to use my finger and just smooth out the glue. Next, grab your silver glitter and sprinkle them on the scales that you just glued. Then, to contain the mess, grab a paper plate and gently shake off the excess glitter. And lastly, I like to use my colored pencils to just trace in some of those wavy lines that I originally drew in my fish's fins and tail. If you want to add any more glitter, now's a great time to repeat that step as well. Voila, you have created a beautiful, one-of-a-kind rainbow fish. Well done, my most amazing artists.